Hi, guys. Hi, ladies. Hi, gentlemen. I hope y'all are doing well. I'm going to welcome us in. Ashe, 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 Ashe. All righty. So, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. So, we're getting ready to discuss the sacral chakra. I'm excited about this chakra because this is the chakra that goes into the um, creativity. Welcome in. Welcome in. This chakra is going to take us into the creativity, in our sensuality, just in a very soft place where we're able to begin to create, right? So the sacral chakra, it's an orange chakra. I dropped some information in the community section. Guys, forgive me for the way the video looks. Um, but I am winding down. And so I have the lights out. It makes it a little bit easier for me for right now. So, um, the sacral chakra. Now, this is the second chakra up from the root chakra. It's going to start in the thighs, the in between your thighs, up into right below your belly button. That's the sacral chakra. So when you think about the sacral chakra, think about the chakra from mid thighs up to the bottom of the belly button and think of it as orange. That's the energy that's around the sacral chakra, okay? If you had a chance, so who's in? Drop a chat, drop something so I can see who this is in the that's watching. Um so the sacral chakra is like a flower, right? So it opens up. And this chakra is connected to the element of water. Now, the sacral chakra obviously is where the sex organs are, as well as when a mother is giving birth to her child, it comes through the waters, right? So it comes through the waters of the mother. Um, and this is like the flower of life, right? It's been a long day, so I'm definitely have my notes here. So we have some little orange, the little tangerines that we have, and that's a representation for me. You know, when I have a snack, focus on my sacral chakra because I'll dig in my bag and grab the little tangerine, right? And that it'll remind me to send energy to my sacral chakra so that we can keep that energy moving and imbalanced and move all any stuck energies that does not belong there or does not serve my highest and greatest good. So I see there's one person watching. You're not dropping nothing in the chat just yet. um, now, and okay. Now, this is something that I wanted to share with you guys as part of the body parts that the sacral chakra manages. It's obviously the sex organs, which I said, the uterus, the vagina, the cervix. It also manages the pelvis, the lower vertebrae, the appendix, the upper intestines, and parts of the kidney and digestive organs. Okay. The purpose of the sacral chakra area is to balance our emotions, creativity, and sensuality and sexuality. Okay. Now, this is my favorite chakra, and I'm not sure if you had a chance. Hi, Nicole. Peace, peace. I hope you got a chance to do the root chakra meditation. We're working from the bottom, from the root chakra. We did that last week. Now we're on the sacral chakra, and the sacral chakra is one of my favorite chakras. But really, I have a lot of favorite chakras, but this is the first of my favorite chakras because this is where we want to cultivate that life force energy, right? That life force energy. Okay, perfect. Perfect. And you know what, Nicole? The best time to do a meditation is right before you go to bed. So it's only 15 minutes. If you listen to it, let it put you to sleep. Even if you fall asleep before it's over, then your conscious mind moves out of the way, and then your subconscious mind is able to accept the meditation that you're listening to. And the meditation that you're listening to is just talking about, I'm comfortable in my sensuality and sexuality. Because one of the things that I've learned, and I've learned from a lot of my other clients, is that as we have gone through relationships and as we have experienced different types of men and different types of people, a lot of time we close our feminine energy down because we have to protect ourselves, right? Because people are so, okay, you are now, okay. And so we have to protect ourselves. You said you are now. What was that? You are now? So we have to protect ourselves so we don't necessarily get into our feminine energy because we have to feel as if we have to put a wall up. Because if you are in your feminine energy, someone may mistake you being in your feminine energy as you're wanting them to approach you. And that may not necessarily be it. It may be it. But when I'm in my feminine energy, it's not for anybody else, it's for me. Right. And I think that's a huge misconception of being a woman. Just because I want to show a little cleavage every now and then, or if I want to just be in my very beautiful, soft, feminine energy, that doesn't mean that, um, you know, you know, you want the attention of somebody else. That may be sometimes, but sometimes you just don't want to be bothered, but you want to be in your feminine energy. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Um, Now, this is a big thing that when your sacral chakra is off, beautiful. When your sacral chakra is out of balance, it can draw to you certain type of diseases. It's out of ease. So that's why, as we have closed out the Kali Yuga yesterday, that was closed out so beautifully by Phoenix Rising, and we brought in the new age, the transition into the age of Aquarius. Um, we're able now to bring in the feminine energy. Ashe, Ashe. And to enjoy being in feminine energy. What is feminine energy? Is receiving. It's just being in my feminine energy and enjoying receiving, whether that's receiving from myself, receiving from other people, receiving from the universe, because as women, we are receivers, especially understanding that our sex organ receives. So that's what women do. We receive. Now, I don't want to get this misconstrued and say that all we do is receive, because as we know, we also give out a lot. But I would say we give out a whole lot more than we receive, and we forget to feed that feminine nature, the feminine energy, because we're out of balance right now. The masculine, the patriarchy has been very much prominent. Now we're moving back into Big Mama energy. And so the way that we get back to Big Mama's energy is we are the women, so we carry her energy. So the goal is to align our entire lives with the ability to be in our feminine energy. Come on, Big Mama. I know that's right. Come on, Big Mama. We are ready, 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 ready. So one of the things that I want you guys to be aware of when we're out of balance, these are some things that can come up. And this is not just for women, this is for men. Men have a sacral chakra as well, but we also understand that they have feminine energy too. And the goal is to balance their feminine energy with their masculine energy, all of us, to balance it out so that we can get back to loving one another and not fighting. The time of war closed out January 15th, 2024. Now we're moving into an energy of balance. And I do this a lot. And this is the Kundalini rising. And this is the masculine and feminine energy rising together. That means whether it's the masculine and feminine energy in myself or the masculine and feminine energy as with my mate. It's time to balance all of that out. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And like I was saying, I think a couple of days ago, I'm comfortable in my masculine energy and my feminine energy. Welcome in, Golden. I'm comfortable in both of those energies, but predominantly, I'm in my masculine energy. So when I get home at night, it is a pleasure for me to go into my feminine energy all the way with pampering myself, relaxing, receiving the the goodness that is for me, and taking baths and taking showers that are luxurious and smelling good, and just being a woman, right? Just being at peace and balancing that out. Now, what happens when we forget about that feminine energy because we're focused on achieving, and that's so good, never want to take that away. But what's the most important is staying balanced within ourselves. Because when we get out of balance, what tends to happen is we do things that take us further out of balance. Or, most importantly, we depend on somebody else's energy to fill us back up. And that's where it can get dangerous. Because when we get codependent on somebody and then they don't want to give us what we used to giving them, then there we go again, getting further out of balance because now we're upset that we can't give what we're accustomed to getting from them. So we want to have that mate, yes, we do, but we also want to be 100% balanced within ourselves in our feminine and masculine energy. So if in one moment I have to get out of my feminine energy and get into masculine energy of doing, but once I'm done doing, I get back in my feminine energy so that I can stay balanced. Makes sense? Absolutely. And I love every bit of it. I love being a woman. I love doing salt baths and sugar scrubs and coffee scrubs. I love smelling good. I love having on this type of material. I love it. I love feeling sexy to myself, and then therefore it kind of rolls on over to other people because what you believe about yourself is exactly what other people are going to pick up from you. And so, Nicole, I know you said that you're new to the channel. I'm so glad you're both here, you and Golden. Um, I was saying the other day, and I just lost my train of thought. Yes, Nicole. Yes, yes, and yes. I do. I love it too. Yes, in the home and having your beautiful plants to nourish you and feed you, right? And having high quality juices and just really nurturing yourself. And I'm not saying this as this is all we do. I'm saying this as we've been in the masculine energy for so long. This is a reminder that let's just get some more feminine energy in there. Wonderful. Well, I'm so glad y'all are here. Now, the diseases that come up when we don't take care of that sacral chakra and stay balanced in our masculine. And so I just want y'all to know when I do this, this is the Kundalini rising, the balancing of the Kundalini energy. The Kundalini is like a coiled snake at our spine, right? And the goal is to get that coiled snake to go up with the masculine and feminine energy in balance going up together. Initially, if we're single, And even if we're married or have a mate, it's about balancing the masculine and feminine energy within ourselves. And then we'll be able to understand how to balance it in our relationships. Because each one of us has a specific um, identity, what it does. One is a receiver, the feminine, and one is a giver, the masculine. But that doesn't mean that we don't give the masculine energy that it receives as well. But understanding which one is dominant and what the dominant thing needs, like the feminine needs to receive and the dominant needs to give. That's just how it is, but they're interchangeable. So it's going to also need the opposite as well so it can stay balanced. It's like one of those things when, you have a guy and he's very much attracted to you, but he has a little bit of feminine ways, and that's okay. That doesn't necessarily make him. Anyway, now some of the things that problems that will come up when your sacral chakra is out of balance can be a urinary systems, menstruation issues, sexual dysfunctions, chronic lower back pain, sciatica, joint problems, loss of pleasure, um, diseases in the bowels, and compulsions, including a carbohydrate addiction. These things let us know that that sacral chakra area is out of balance. And a lot of people tend to just immediately go to the doctor. But if you work, and I'm not saying not go to the doctor, but I start with energy work on myself first and foremost. And that's what these weeks of going through each chakra is all about, is clearing the chakra for the week. This week is the sacral chakra. Go into the community section. I uploaded one of my favorite sacral chakra meditations by Londrell. You're gonna love it. It's gonna help you really get centered and still the soul and the spirit within you so that you can get these downloads. The ultimate goal of going through all of these chakras is that so we can open the crown chakra so that we can get the downloads from the Most High, right? That's the most important. We want to get the messages from the Most High that we need to get. So we've got to open our crown chakra, right? And with the grounding, I do have the meditation from last week, which is the root chakra. If you guys get a chance, go back and take a look at that. Now, what we're doing, this is the Kundalini. What we're doing is we're working through each chakra so that we can get the Kundalini to rise. Okay. And activating the Kundalini stimulates. I want you guys to know this as we're activating each of these chakras. What's going to happen is as you listen to these meditations more and more, it's going to bring up your issues. So you might have some issues that week and the next week, but the goal is to recognize those issues and close out that cycle so you won't continue to be in a cycle that no longer serves you. Does that make sense? And so, as we're activating the Kundalini, it's going to stimulate envy, jealousy, rage, greed. It's going to ask us to face the beliefs that we have about the certain area. So, let me give you an example. Let's say we're working on our sacral chakra this week. And I'm at work just doing my thing. And I look up and I just get envious. I see somebody and she looks cute and I just get envious and think, and you start going and saying things in your head and then those things drop into your heart. Normally, what we would do is we would do some things that cause us to respond to that jealousy in a way that does not serve us, because every time we send out a negative energy towards someone, that is a seed into our earth that's going to come back in our life with somebody else or could be with the same person, but it's going to come back. Not only is it going to come back as one seed, it's going to come back as a harvest. So now when we doing our thing, and we know we're working on the sacral chakra, and we look up and we see somebody with something cute on, instead of us getting jealous, let's recognize, okay, that jealousy is coming up in my heart. These are the low vibrational frequencies that keep us stuck. But when we make it come up, because we're working on our sacral chakra, we're calling it up so we can close it out. And when you see her, may you be blessed. May you be blessed. May you be blessed. Say it 3 times. Because what you're doing is you're putting 3 blessed seeds into the ground. So when your harvest comes up, you're going to have a huge harvest of blessings because that's what you put into the earth. So when you have that negative low vibratory energy come up in your spirit, this is where we take captive those thoughts and make it obey what we tell it to do. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. So basically, what this is happening is we're becoming illuminated to who we are, to who we've been blind to. Perfect. Perfect. She getting what I'm putting down. Because what we're doing is we're reprogramming the program. Now we're learning, oh, okay, the program taught me to be jealous. The program taught me to be envious and have rage and greed. Now the program is not working for me. Nobody can say that this old program worked for us. That's why we closed out that age, because it was not working. Thank God we were able to close out that age. Now we're moving into the new age of reprogramming to what we want. If I want blessings, I'm going to give blessings out. I don't care if a negative low vibratory energy comes in me. If it comes in me and it rears its head up, I'm going to close that cycle out so that I'll never have to deal with it again. And then you will have learned how to overcome jealousy. Because every time that feeling comes up in your heart, all you do is plant more seeds, and then you're going to be the recipient of the harvest that you planted. Okay? And this is shadow work. This is shadow work. This is that shadow work. And one of the guys that I work with, he had this thing where he would lose control and just get so mad. And I saw him and I said, you know what? Whenever you feel like it, you take that energy captive and you make it do what you tell it to do, because that is a low vibrational demonic energy. And it's all around us. We've talked about the quantum field. So if you guys can listen to the quantum field talks about the energy that's surrounding us. We may not be able to see it with these eyes. Sometimes a lot of people can see it with their third eye, but most of us are not able to perceive the energies that are around us. There are energies around us at all times. Absolutely. 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 Know the triggers of behaviors to help move into a higher level of energy. That's illuminating what I need to, because a lot of times we've done things so long and we were programmed to a particular way that we don't know we're doing anything wrong. But we know we're doing something wrong. We just don't know what it is. We just keep getting the same result of something that we don't want. But what is it I'm doing wrong? And this is shadow work. We're calling these things to come up so we can close out the cycle. And once we close out the cycle and we recognize what it is that triggers us, then we get set free. We have to free ourselves. We're unlocking chambers within ourselves. We're unlocking chambers within ourselves so that we can go higher. God is calling us higher. There's no other way around it. We're going to have to go through the chambers within us, or we're going to have to stay back. And we don't want to be stay. We don't stay. Absolutely. We don't want to be left behind. Golden says we're looking for a healthy normal. We're creating a healthy normal. We're creating a healthy normal every single day. Now, sometimes my spirit team is something else. They told me to tell y'all that sometimes y'all like those low vibratory energies. I'm just the messenger. I don't know. So, you know, we're in the age of Aquarius. Those things are not even allowed. Okay, so someone who is highly gifted in the second chakra is feeling sensitive, the emotional heart of any crowd. So you are empathetic to other people. This expressiveness can stimulate an innate creativity and a desire to leave a unique mark on the world. This is when you learn what your calling is and you find out what your calling is, you can use this life force energy, this sexual energy to create. And that's so beautiful. It's like that energy that you feel when you are attracted to somebody, that energy you feel when somebody makes you feel all warm and fuzzy, that energy you feel when you're creating something that you love. That life force energy is the one of the most powerful energies in this universe. And we want to use it to our greatest and highest good. So, as we cultivate that warm, fuzzy feeling of the sacral chakra, what do we do with it? What's the best way to use it? You know, there's a lot of things going on around for men, which is semen retention. When you're able to grasp that life force energy and focus it to what you want, then that's when you become a master manifester. That's when you become, um, the master of your own fate. And that's why it's so important that when you share that life force energy with someone, you want to share it with someone that who wants to create. You want to share it with someone that wants to create with you together, right? What more beautiful way than to share the life force energy of someone you love and share the life force energy of yourself to create something beautiful for you and your family and your bloodline, right? Um, yeah. How y'all doing out there? So what are y'all creating now? Y'all don't have to drop it. Y'all don't have to drop it in the notes, but what are y'all creating now? Like this is the 16th of January. Me and some of the other ladies in the group are focusing on what we want to, thank you, of what we want to create by the end of January in 2 weeks. Let's use this beautiful life force energy to create so that we can understand our power, so that we can operate in our power, so that we can use our power for our highest and greatest good and not just frivolously letting it go over 30 seconds. Like, what? Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Very good, very good. And so that is an art form, doing micro locks. That is definitely an art form. And so as you're doing that art form, I know you probably already, because you have to be very skilled and disciplined that use your sacral chakra energy and, you know, focus it on that so that you can grow it as large as you want to or as small as you want to so you can grow it to your highest and most desired state. Cosmetologist, holistic tools and service provider. Beautiful. Beautiful. And that's exactly what we're going to focus on, just creating things from love that will yield back to you. Beautiful. So, jewelry. Drop your link, especially if you do crystals. We love jewelry. We love jewelry. Now, this is what it looks like when the sacral chakra is balanced. But first, let me say some of the deficiencies when your sacral chakra is out of balance, those other diseases. But in addition to that, you'll have symptoms of deficiency as far as rigidity in your body, rigidity in your beliefs, and rigidity in self denial. There's a fear of change, a lack of social skills, a lack of desire, and a lack of creativity. That's when you know that your sacral chakra is out of balance. And this is not in any way to be afraid. This is just an enlightenment of understanding, okay, this is where I am and this is where I want to be. We no longer are operating in fear. We're no longer operating in lack. We're no longer feeling as if we're left behind. We're no longer feeling as if we got to catch up. You're right where you need to be. You're right where you need to be. We're creating the new earth. So this process is not like the I got to go get paid, get money, get paid. It's not about that. Right? This new age is about following your bliss, and out of your bliss the money just flows. That's the real law of attraction. You become bliss, you become happy and joyous in doing your microblades and micro braids. I used to do microblading, so micro braids, and you have joy in creating your crystals, and you have bliss in these things. And because of the energy that's going into what you're doing, it automatically flows back to you, right? Okay. And when your sacral chakra is balanced, you're friendly. You have a lot of vitality. You have your sensuality, the ability to feel satisfied. You have compassion for others. You're able to express yourself sexually, and you have a sense of bondedness within yourself, that you're not grasping and groping for somebody to give you something. You're content just where you are. And then if they're, hey, Key, hey. So we're content just where we are. That's when the sacral chakra is balanced. Okay. So we know what it looks like when it's unbalanced, and we know what it looks like when it's balanced. And so we always want to give ourselves a daily check. Am I balanced? Am I balanced? Is my mind lined up with my heart? Is my heart lined up with my sacral chakra? And then once you got that balance, those three areas balanced, you ready for your day to go create some amazing things. And it's so good. It feels so good to be in a place of bliss, to be in a place of doing what you love. Yep. As within, so without. As above, so below. We're living this out. We're walking this out. We're walking out um, Christ consciousness. We're choosing to do things a different way because it's better on this side. I've been on the other side. I didn't like it at all. But now I've crossed over to this other side, and it is a new, brand new, beautiful life. It's heaven on earth. And that's what we're being called to do now, bring heaven to our own individual lives. And if you ladies stick with me, I'm going to walk you there. I'm going to show you how to get there. Now, let's see. Now, we were talking about the element is water for the sacral chakra. This week, ladies, focus on orange foods. Try to put some orange in your clothes. Um, Grab you an orange highlighter and highlight this week, so that every time you see orange, you're going to send energy to that sacral chakra. So we want to, you know, nourish this sacral chakra energy this week, all week. So at the end of the week, we're going to put it into something that we want. Imagine nurturing the sacral chakra for what's today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're going to nurture this sacral chakra for 4 days. And then we're going to write down what it is we want. And then we're going to send all that and get an orange candle. Get an orange candle. And we're going to send all that energy, all that sacral chakra energy into that candle. And we're going to manifest it. Absolutely. This is a new day. This is a brand new day, and it's a good day. Now, the sound of the sacral chakra is VAM. VAM. Remember, the universe is energy, frequency, and vibration. VAM. If you do that, you'll feel it's vibrating throughout your entire body. And my sacral chakra is already activated, but if you do that, it might activate it because it feels like it's even more activated once I did that. Yeah, that's the activator for sure. Okay. That is all the notes that I have for today. Let's see. That's what I have for today, ladies and gentlemen, if there's some gentlemen in here. So think about it. I'm a recap. Think about what you want to accomplish by the end of this week. We're going to get an orange candle and we're going to manifest that. We're going to put all of that this week's sacral chakra energy into that orange candle and manifest that desire that you want to come into fruition. We're not going to rush it. Ideally, it would be by the end of January, but if it goes into mid-February, that's fine too. But get that orange taper candle. You can get it from Dollar General. And Saturday, we're going to send all the sacral energy that we've been nurturing and sending good energy to that sacral chakra. We're going to use that energy and send it into the candle. And ideally, the goal is to withhold that sacral chakra energy till Saturday if you can. If y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. It's my pleasure, Golden. It's my pleasure. I've waited a long time for this. I had to go through many battles. I had to go through a lot. I had to go to hell. I mean, I had to go through hell, but I kept on walking. Okay. Golden know what I mean by holding on to that sacral chakra energy. Y'all, if y'all can hold on to it to Saturday so that we can put it into that orange candle so we can manifest that shit, whatever it might be. Namaste, Nicole. Okay, perfect. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, ladies. Until the next time, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. I look forward to touching base with you on the next live. It may or may not be tomorrow, but I will definitely post it to let you know. Until the next time, namaste.